Hello people and welcome to the other video of today. As we're all on lockdown, I thought I would be doing a few videos a day to help people who are coming into fitness as a newbie, and some workouts obviously to do at home which involve resistance bands, body weighted workouts and basic maneuvers. So if you do decide to actually join a gym when lockdown is finally over, you can do so knowing that you're got a bit of knowledge on movements, what to take when a newbie at the gym, and all these myths and fads, whether to take them, try them, or just be completely au naturel and just eat a healthy, balanced diet. So today I am going to be talking about supplements. If you're a beginner, you've probably seen lots of supplements being advertised, throwing in your face and basically saying that you can look like this person, you can look like that, it can burn this much fat off, it can do this, it can do that. Today I'm going to tell you what supplements you should be taking, if any, as a beginner, whether they are beneficial to you or they are just a waste of money, they don't give you any benefits at all. And also I'll be telling you which ones are good, which ones to stay away from, because there is a lot of cons and fads out there which are completely a waste of money. So if you're watching me for the first time, I have been doing fitness for well over, I would say 10 years. At the start, I was just like you and I hadn't got a clue. I looked at magazines, because it was magazines then. We didn't have the internet like we do now. We didn't have YouTubes, and Instagrams. And basically nowadays it's a lot harder to know what's the truth and what's not, because everybody's trying to feed you, sell their products to you. And I'm doing this video to help people who don't know anything about supplements, people who are looking for help and want to know from somebody actually not plugging any supplements at all, which is myself, and tell you which supplements to use and which ones to not. So then, if you do not know what supplements are a replacement for something. It could be something like a vitamin, it could be food replacement, it can be something to boost your energy levels, it can be so many different things. It can tell you that it's going to lose weight for you, going to burn fat for you, it's going to give you carbs, it's going to give you numerous amount of things all in one pill. And frankly, some of them, not all of them, are a complete waste of time. So if you're a newbie, I would suggest you do not take anything at all. Supplements are there if you cannot get that piece of your nutrition in your diet. For instance, a supplement is something as simple as a cod liver oil tablet. Obviously cod liver oil is for omega-3, but if you eat fish, you don't need cod liver tablets, because obviously you're eating fish, which is giving you that omega-3. That pill is just there if you don't eat fish. Like myself, I don't like fish, so I have cod liver tablets, because obviously omega-3 is very good for you, for your brain, skin, and numerous other things. So first of all, I'm going to go through the supplements that you should stay well clear of. Fat burners are the first supplement to stay well clear of. They are a massive, massive gimmick and a waste of money. A fat burner is basically telling you that it can take and burn your fat off with a pill. And no pill can make you burn fat. When you buy a supplement or look at buying a supplement, always read the small print. And 99% of the time in the small print it will say with a balanced diet, meaning if you eat healthy you'll lose weight. And of course if you're taking this pill while eating healthy, you'll be thinking that pill is doing the work for you, when it's not. It's you eating healthy that's doing the work for it, and the pill is not doing anything. I have seen numerous famous fitness people selling the magic pill, as they call it, to burn fat, and there is no scientific evidence to prove that a fat burner actually burns fat. Next, I am going to talk about the one topic that you probably would think as a newbie you would stay clear of anyway, and that is anything to do with steroids, because there's numerous evidence that they can do serious damage to you in loads of ways. I only think you should really take steroids if you are actually competing at the top level, because everybody else does, and you need to take them if you want to succeed, you know, as a top bodybuilder. When you're a newbie, you have the potential to grow massively, and I'm talking about bodybuilding now. The first couple of years of your journey as a bodybuilder or as lifting weights, you will grow substantially more than anybody else in that gym, because you will be pushing your body through stuff that it's never been done before. So it will be breaking down, recovering, giving you new muscle tissue, and you will see, if you have a very good plan and eat right, you don't even have to eat right. If you are just working out, you know, very efficiently, doing the right reps and sets, doing the right exercises, you could see a massive growth in your figure, and you don't need to take anything. I wouldn't even take anything at all if you are just looking to look like a normal, fit and healthy person. Like I said, there is a lot of complications that come with steroids. It's not like you can just take an injection and boom, I'm going to get huge and massive. It still takes a lot of dedication, hard work, and the more steroids you take, the more you get addicted to them, and then in the longer run, your natural body can't cope with not having them, so you have to keep on taking them basically all your life. The next supplement I wouldn't take as a beginner is pre-workout. The only reason I wouldn't say take pre-workout is because it's a very, if you're new to the gym and you've never took a pre-workout, it's a very strong chemical which could have side effects to you. If you're watching this, you probably have took energy drinks in the past, or still take them, like your Monsters, your Red Bulls, your Lucozades or energy drinks. But a pre-workout is a lot more potent. There is a lot more oomph in a pre-workout and gives you a lot more energy, and it gives you energy boost for the actual workout you're doing. And then depending on if it's a non-stim or a stimulant means it gives you side effects. Basically, it will keep you up all night, it'll make your skin tingle, and you might not be able to react with it, and it could actually scare you as a newbie. When you're a newbie, you're not going to be going and doing seriously crazy sets and reps. You know, you're going to be doing quite moderate sets, which I'm going to be doing a video about what sets and what workouts to do. But usually when you're starting out, you're just getting into the feel of going to the gym. You don't need something to give you an extra boost, because you're not going to be working out as hard as possible, you know, trying to lift the biggest weight possible, because you need that extra boost. So don't bother with pre-workouts. Energy drinks, yes, it's fine, you know, that will do. So if you want an energy drink, just take an energy drink. But pre-workouts, I would lay off them until a bit later on, when you're a bit more experienced, you know. Now we've got rid of all the negativity ones, the ones not to. Is there any supplements that you should take? Personally, There is only one supplement you should be taking, and that is creatine. If you've not heard of creatine, creatine used to get so much stick in the past. They used to call it basically a steroid because the people who took creatine had muscles, and they thought basically the creatine was a steroid, which is absolutely rubbish. Creatine is a powder that you just mix in with your drink every day, usually between 3 and 5 grams depending on if you're a man or a woman. And what it does, it increases strength in your workout. It also helps recover broken down muscles after your workout. It gives you an energy boost, but you don't really notice it. It's a gradual thing you take every day, and me personally, I actually didn't think it did anything until I stopped and I ran out one time. I didn't take it for a couple of weeks, and I noticed my levels had gone down only a tiny bit, but that tiny bit, it was probably the creatine. It just is like that little helping hand just to help the muscles develop a little bit, obviously making them recover quicker. That's how muscles grow. You tear the muscles doing a workout, they repair, and they get a little bit bigger. It's basically like a scab. If you cut yourself and a scab grew, you would basically pick that scab off, and then what would happen? A bigger scab would happen. And it's very similar with muscles. That's how muscles grow. The more you tear them, the more they repair, the bigger they go. So now I've done the supplements to stay clear of, and the supplement to definitely have. There's probably a few supplements that you've heard of, which you're probably wondering, should I take them? Should I buy them? I'm not going to go through them and tell you whether you should get them or not. There's nothing wrong with them. They do help. I use them myself. But they're something where I would say they are a replacement. And these are all things that if you do not get them in your natural daily calories or your diet, then buy some. If you get them in your calories and your daily nutrition and everything like that, then don't buy them. And the first one is whey protein. Whey protein is basically protein. Yeah, it's protein in a powder. If you don't know what protein is stuff what you get in mainly meat. Yeah, you can get it in nuts and other things. Protein mainly comes from is a dairy product, you know, where it's from actual animals. Protein is one of the most important parts of actually building muscle. You need at least 1 gram of muscle for every pound of body weight. So if you're 200 pounds, you need 200 grams of protein a day, you know, to keep that muscle filled and keep that muscle growing. The protein helps with growth of the muscles, so you need to have protein in your diet if you want to grow muscle. Depending on what sort of person you are, you might not be a big eater. Myself, I do take protein because I find it hard to eat enough protein. Protein is very hard to eat, I think. Out of carbs and fats, it's probably the hardest to eat because it's a lot for what you get, you know. It is very, very hard to eat. And I usually buy some whey protein. I wouldn't buy weight gainer protein, which is just a waste of time. But a good whey isolate is probably the best. They come in so many different flavors now, so they are very good if you are missing a meal or you can't get them protein or you can't get that protein in. Most of them are very low in fat and some of them are quite low in calories as well. So it's not something that's going to bulk up your calories loads, you know. It's quite good if you're actually on a diet because you're quite busy and you can't get a meal in between a certain time. A drink is very quick and easy, you know. You can take it with you and it's gone in a matter of minutes, and there you get your about 25 grams, I would say, is a good protein, you know. So I personally have 2 scoops with some water, and then I take that. That's 50 grams of protein straight away, so I don't have to worry and think about, oh no, I can't get my protein in, and then at the end of the day you're stuffing yourself with food. But if you are a big eater and you can eat, then no, you don't need to buy protein. There is no point in buying protein. You know, if you are very good at eating and you can eat your food every day, then food is always best. Food conquers any supplement, because that's what the body is made for to consume food, because that's how we were made. You know, supplements wasn't around years ago, and we only had food, and that's what our body is used to. Now, to end this video, I'm going to go through some supplements that I think you should consider and buy if you're not to get them in food. And they are multivitamins, cod liver oil, like I said, zinc, and vitamin D tablets. If you can get a multivitamin with all them in, then just get that. That'll be fine. But if you can't, get the other ones. Obviously, vitamin D is to do with the sun. If you live in a very rubbish country like the UK, we don't get much sun, and our bodies need sun. It just makes you feel better. Vitamin D makes you feel not as sluggish. It makes you feel better when you wake up. Also, multivitamins are by far the best and easiest way to get all your vitamins in. So your vitamin C's, B's, I could go on. There is so many you can do. If you pay a little bit more money for them, you can get a good multivitamin which will probably cover most of them. Are they essential? No, they're not essential, because you're not going to die if you don't take multivitamins. But if you're wanting a healthy balance, taking these daily, you probably will feel some benefits, you know, like better skin, better hair, you know, less tired, you know, a bit more glow about you, you know, a bit more energy, maybe a bit more brain function. You know, there's so many benefits from multivitamins. I personally have got some multivitamins, but I'm pretty rubbish when it comes to taking them. I always forget to take them. But if you've got a very good diet where you're quite good at cooking, you can arrange a diet so you've got most of these in. And that's the best thing I could probably say to you, is if you have got a really good balanced diet, you don't have to have any of these supplements. Creatine, yes, because you can't really get creatine in certain foods. You know, it'll come in minimum, but you'd have to eat like a truckload of certain things to get one scoop of actual creatine. So creatine is one of them ones where you have to put in your supplement stash, I would say. Anyway, if you've got any questions about this or want to leave a comment, then do so. If you did like this, give me a massive thumbs up, and please, like I said, subscribe, because there's going to be loads more information over the next week, you know, helping you become fitter, helping you get in a bit more knowledge about these things which you might not know about, obviously the workouts. So if you don't want to miss them, obviously hit that bell button, and I will see you next time.